So there's been some discussion on a website where I'd mentioned, that an issue with the owner of a certain bow shop in Fort Collins, Colorado, and a guide for an outfitter on the eastern plains of Colorado. And I don't know what misinformation has been put out there based on why I was upset. But the reason I was upset has nothing to do with a blind being too close to a road or there being people hunting on ground that I quote unquote couldn't hunt or public ground that was on the other side of the fence. It has nothing to do with any of that. And it has to do with these two professionals within the hunting industry acting like a couple of jackwagons and both being in a truck and running them up and down or running up and down the road to keep a deer from hopping a fence. And some people think that I'm being a little bit disingenuous with my true feelings here. And I just wanted you to know, I want to play this for you. Basically, this is an admission from the gentleman that wounded the deer. He pulled up next to me the next morning. I was on the county road, had my video camera with me. So when he pulled up next to me, I just pressed record and I recorded our conversation. So if there's any questions as to why I'm upset, just have a listen.
If you see him around, that's what I'm looking for.
I'll let you know, man. I mean, honestly, I was trying to get your attention yesterday, and what's that guy's name in the white Ford? Tim was just he's hauling ass. She chased that deer. I saw you get out and walk up to him. The deer got up and ran. Then Tim's going 90 miles an hour to cut him off down there on the road.
Yeah.
And that's not cool, dude. You can't run deer like that and corral them with a truck. I know you weren't driving, but he can't do that. It's against the law.
You just didn't want him to get on your stuff.
Well,
we just didn't want him to get on your stuff. So, guys, look, this is the reason I'm upset. At the time, one of the owners of Gannett Ridge, he got out to stalk up on a wounded deer that had just laid down. And the deer got up and ran. He ran back to the truck, hopped in the passenger side, and they commenced to run these roads in an attempt to keep a deer from hopping a fence. And he admits it on tape. We just didn't want him to hop onto your side of the fence. So if there's any questions as to why I'm disgusted with this whole deal, let's put that to bed right now. Their actions are what disgusted me. That's it. Plain and simple. So, I mean, this is a person that I've done business with. I've bought items in their store in the past. I've never had an issue with them in their store. I've always thought they were polite and professional. I always try to promote business, especially a couple young guys that are just getting started. I mean, that's where I try to spend my business or spend my money. But this right here is the only reason that I take exception to the guide and this particular owner of this particular sporting goods store. So anyway, thanks for listening.